Evie is going through a rough patch in her life. Her elderly mother is no longer conscious and is slowly dying in a separate room. Her boyfriend behaves irresponsibly, and on top of that, Evie finds out she's pregnant. The only thing keeping her afloat is her paranormal podcast, which she hosts with her old friend Warren. For their next episode, Warren suggests they investigate a mysterious letter containing 10 attached audio files that he received. But the more they listen, the more even the usually skeptical Evie begins to suspect that this time they've truly come into contact with something demonic. True art is born out of trauma, pain, and loss. Talented creators manage to channel these experiences onto the page and then onto the screen without losing the most important element: the raw, genuine emotions that resonate with the audience. Canadian writer-director Ian Tuason, who made Undertone, is clearly talented, and he has his own pain to draw from. In the early 2020s, he had to put his filmmaking career on hold and move back in with his parents after both were diagnosed with cancer. Tuason's mother passed away in 2021, and his father followed 2 years later. His experiences first found expression in the form of an audio play, and later evolved into a full screenplay, where the complicated bond between mother and child became one of the central themes. Evie loves her mother, but her prolonged decline leads her to all kinds of thoughts, from wishing it would all end sooner, to an overwhelming sense of guilt. To better convey this feeling of isolation, Tuason deliberately confines the film to Evie's house. On screen, it's only her and her bedridden mother, while everyone else in her life exists as disembodied voices through phone calls and headphones. Undertone lives up to its name, operating in subtle shades, and it does so with confidence and a strong conceptual foundation. Most horror films rely on what we see or don't see, but Tuason shifts the focus to another dimension of cinema: sound. This isn't about jump scares, there are almost none, but about the palette of everyday noises that, in the right context, become eerie and unsettling. The ticking of a wall clock, the trickle of running water, rustling, creaking, even the total vacuum-like silence inside noise-canceling headphones. The film's main horror device revolves around children's lullabies, songs, and prayers that supposedly contain hidden, disturbing phrases when played backward. Tuason connects these to chilling myths and legends about the demoness Abazu, who torments pregnant women and kills infants, and builds a narrative engine reminiscent of Paranormal Activity. Except here, it's not driven by what we see, but by what we hear. The 10 audio files that Evie and Warren analyze on their podcast contain nighttime recordings from a couple's home. Looking back on Undertone after watching it, it's hard not to conclude that Tuason doesn't introduce anything fundamentally new. But in this case, the individual elements come together into a cohesive, almost symphonic whole, where each part reinforces the others, so that by the finale, the film genuinely gets under your skin. That said, how you watch it matters immensely. Since so much of the experience is built on sound, Undertone is not for casual viewing. It demands a proper audio setup or a good pair of noise-isolating headphones. Only then will it fully opens up, revealing all of its undertones.